What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. For those of you new to the channel, my name is Vince Warburton and this is VW Fitness. I do fitness tech and supplement reviews along with some lifestyle and some blog videos every single week. If that's something that you're interested in, make sure you hit that subscribe and bell for notifications. I appreciate it. Now, today's video, we are talking about Power Supplements PWR Rush pre-workout. A lot of power in there. And as you guys may or may not know, we break down the supplement into 3 different categories. Number 1, price. Number 2, the label transparency, basically effectiveness. And then thirdly, we talk about the taste. Obviously with taste, not my biggest thing when it comes to pre-workouts, just because I'm probably just gonna slam it back anyway. And if it works and it tastes really bad, I'm just gonna put myself through it. So today, like I said, we're talking about PWR Rush. I reached out to these guys on Instagram. They did send this to me for free. They didn't give me any sort of a script. Didn't tell me I had to say anything specific. So I really appreciate it, and a huge shout out to them for allowing me to give this a shot today. I'm pretty excited. Like I always do, I keep this channel completely honest and unbiased. So yeah, let's get right into it. Number 1, price. This comes in at $34.99 for 30 servings. That comes out to about $1.16 per serving, which I think is a fantastic price. I don't know if there's any discount codes out there. But yeah, $1.16, I'm gonna give that a 5 out of 5 in terms of the pricing. Now, as we work into number 2, the ingredient and label breakdown, there is one thing I kind of want to disclaim here. When I did talk with them, they did kind of like mention that like their pre-workout is more of a mental like focus pre-workout per se, rather than more of like a high stimulant, which is kind of nice. There's only 150 milligrams of caffeine in this. Whereas I know I've talked about like I prefer something that's right around at least 250, 275 milligrams, and sometimes upwards of like 300, 350, 400. But it is nice to like have some options when it comes to backing off on the caffeine or even going completely caffeine stim free. So I'm pretty excited to take this. I have been taking caffeine for pretty much the last few months. I'm kind of excited to kind of cut back and try this out today and see how we go. So the scoop size on this is 9.37 grams. Pretty small compared to a lot of the other pre-workouts that I've talked about, or kind of what I like to see is at least 15 to 20 at bare minimum. With this is a very simple, no proprietary blend, 6 ingredient label breakdown, okay? So I don't expect there to be a ton in here just because they keep it very minimal and very focused on just those 6 ingredients. So I can appreciate that. Everything is properly dosed in here, which again, I can appreciate. So let's go right through it. We have 300 micrograms of vitamin B12. I don't really talk about vitamins a lot in here, but in this case, I think it is important, especially since it's number 1 on the list. We have 3 grams of beta-alanine. Typically, we like to see like 3.2, but I think anywhere 3 to 3.2 is okay. So then we have 3 grams of citrulline malate, and as I've talked about on the channel before, when it comes to citrulline malate, it's not a full 3 grams of citrulline you're getting. You're getting 2 grams of citrulline and 1 gram of malate. There's mixed kind of reviews on whether you should have just citrulline or if you need the citrulline malate for better results. I'll leave that up to you guys. Personally, I do find myself tending to push myself towards just regular citrulline, but we'll kind of see how the pump goes today. Looking forward to that. We have 500 milligrams of acetyl L-carnitine. That can help with utilizing fat storage as energy, give you a little bit more energy just in terms of being able to use that stored fat. And as you can see, we have some of that on here. 200 milligrams of L-theanine, and like I said, 150 milligrams of the caffeine, which, like I was saying, like this is kind of a mental nootropic in a sense product. So it's gonna help with the energy and the focus and that sort of thing. So very minimal label. Obviously, I wish there was some creatine. I say that pretty much about every pre-workout that I've talked about. There's only a couple that actually put some creatine in there. Some estrogen, I kind of have been falling more and more in love with that product in terms of absorption. Obviously, I can't necessarily tell if that's what's causing things to be absorbed better, but I think estrogen is one of those key ingredients that should be in a lot more pre-workouts. I mean, we could argue all day about putting more caffeine in here, but like I said, I knew coming into this product that it was only going to be 150 milligrams, and for me, that's kind of a nice back off period. I know for some people that's even a lot of caffeine, obviously more than a cup of coffee, but Overall, I'm gonna give the label a 4 out of 5. Like I said, I think it's missing some things, but if you look at the label, it's actually completely disclosed. There's no proprietary blends. There's no pixie dusting, as they call it on their website. If you check out their website, which is basically just adding like fluffing ingredients and being able to put it on the label. It's kind of one of those things in the supplement industry. Unfortunately, it happens. So with that being said, guys, we're gonna go right into the taste. This recommends 8 to 12 ounces of water. We have 10 ounces of water here. Like I said, I have not tried this product. This is the lemon lime version. All right, so the powder in this is very fine, no clumping. You guys can kind of see it, it's straight up white. It does smell like kind of like lemon lime, like Gatorade mixture. It's kind of what it smells like to me. Go ahead and toss this 1 scoop into the 10 ounces of water here. Pop the top on. All right, so in terms of mixability, very small amount of sediment, pretty much everything mixed up like I kind of thought. It's a very fine kind of powder in here. Let's go ahead and give this a taste test. Okay, very lemon limey. I would say pushing more towards the lime, I would say, in my opinion. It is pretty sweet, almost kind of like a sour gobstopper. I don't know if they actually make those or not, but yeah, some sort of like sour candy. But lemon lime specifically, more like a Gatorade lemon lime that's maybe added some like sour to it. That's what it tastes like. Pretty sweet though. No grains or anything in my mouth when I drink it. Mixes very smooth. So yeah, overall the flavor is really good, guys. In terms of the score, I am gonna give this a 4 out of 5. I think it is a little sweet. Obviously the way to correct that is just add more water. And I typically do add more water than what a lot of labels suggest. But in this instance, I will just knock it down 1 point just because if you do follow it, I think it's a little sweet. The sour is really nice. Like I said, a 4 out of 5 is not a bad score. Overall, still recommend it. So we're gonna smash this back, head downstairs, take you guys through a quick workout. We'll see you guys back here in a few minutes. All right, guys, we just finished up that workout, solid 45-minute workout roughly. We did 15 minutes of the Stairmaster pre-workout, kind of warm up, get everything going. That's kind of my typical. And then really push through the workout. I felt really focused, but not the same sort of focus that I've felt in the majority of my pre-workouts. And obviously there's a lot of different factors that can go into that. But honestly, I felt like it was just a very clean, steady energy. There wasn't like this huge spike in like, woo, aggro mode. It was very just elevated, kind of raised up, focus, everything. The pump was really good. Obviously taking less caffeine, we're not pushing those higher limits where things can start constricting blood flow. I felt like I got a good chest pump there. And then we finished up with our 4 minutes of Tabata, basically 8 rounds, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off on the treadmill. Everything feels really good. Just mentally, I feel like happy and good. So it's kind of an interesting feeling. I did get the beta-alanine tingles. Obviously no stomach issues, really no negative side effects from taking the PWR Rush. So overall, I mean, I think this is a solid pre-workout. I think this is really good for someone that's just getting into supplementation with pre-workouts. I would highly recommend that you kind of start with something simple like this. And here's the thing, guys, I'm not typically the kind of person that will be a big proponent of something that has less than 10 grams in terms of a scoop size. But there's only 6 ingredients in here. And there's obviously a lot of other products out there that are less than 10 grams and they have like 10 ingredients and nothing is dosed properly. And that's their biggest mission. It says it right here on the label is transparency, science, and zero BS. And I firmly believe that they're actually doing that. They're putting that into the tub. All right, so with that being said, guys, I just want to give a big thank you to PWR Supplements for sending this out to me. Like I said, this is a completely honest, unbiased, unpaid review that did not tell me anything to say today. So I'm glad I was able to do that. I'm glad that the product, you know, lived up to the expectations. And if you guys want to learn more, you can check out their website, www.pwrsupplements.com. Go ahead and check them out, man. They're awesome. Hit them up on Instagram. They hit me back pretty quick. I can always appreciate a company that engages with their customers. So that's gonna wrap up the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you smash that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe and bell for notifications. We have a lot more videos coming. And as always, we'll see you in the next one.